Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, but I've been very busy and I've had a lot on, as you all probably know because you're all doing it too. Obviously coronavirus is going around and everyone's a bit worried about it and trying to quarantine, which is great. Do quarantine, that's the amazing thing. Try and get these numbers down, and you know, and you don't want any of your family or anyone to get sick as well, so take all precautions, wash your hands, stay indoors. And to help you out with this, I have decided to put together a list of 15 things that you can do whilst in quarantine. For this one, I think it's mostly going to be kind of for older people / adults things to do, but kids can also do it too. I'm thinking of doing a children's one as well, so if you are interested in that, please do drop me a comment down below, give it a thumbs up. If I get enough thumbs up, I will do a children's one as well, so please do let me know. Don't forget to subscribe as well, give me a little bit of love in these hard times. I'm quarantining because I have underlying health conditions and I have an elderly father, so it's in the best interests of both of us and our family that we both quarantine. So I have devised this list of things which I do a lot of and which I think would be kind of helpful for other people who may be looking for things to do who get bored easily. So let's get into the video. Okay, so number one. This is kind of an obvious one. I think 95% of people who are quarantining will be doing this, and that is watching TV and movies. I mean, in this day and age there is so much out there, so many streaming sites such as Netflix, Amazon Prime. You can, in the UK you can watch 4 on demand, BBC iPlayer, which are full of programs and films which you can watch anytime you want to. Yes, a lot of them cost money, but I think if you're going to be staying in for however long, then it may be worth investing in a Netflix account or an Amazon Prime account, or sometimes you can find movies on YouTube that are full movies, so you could do that, or you can even go to sites like Music Magpie here in the UK where you can buy DVDs for super cheap amounts of money. So there's always something out there, some way of watching movies and TV shows. So that's number one. Number two, learning to paint or draw. There's so many people out there who, you know, especially me, I am a very creative person. I'm very introverted, but I love to create things with my own hands. So learning to paint and draw is a big one for me, and I have tried doing a Bob Ross tutorial before. I will link that down below and up at the top of the screen somewhere here. And that didn't turn out too bad, and I'd never painted before, so that was incredible. And you don't need too much, you just need some paint, some canvas, you know, some of which you probably have around your house, or you can order some to your house. Quite easy really. And the amazing thing is that YouTube have thousands, probably millions of painting tutorials, such as Bob Ross. Bob Ross has every single series of every painting he's ever done on his YouTube channel, so you don't even have to pay for it. You can just watch it on YouTube and do it from there. There's drawing tutorials, there's so many tutorials on YouTube where you can learn how to draw, how to paint, how to create things. So yeah, get stuck in, get painting. I know I'm going to be doing quite a few more paintings whilst I'm in quarantine, and I'm really looking forward to that because I haven't been able to get my paints out for a while, so it's a good time for me to learn to paint. So number two. Number three, or trays. Number three, learning to sew. This is a big one for me because I love to cosplay, and I know there's a lot of people out there who also probably love to cosplay, and it's always in the back of your mind, you know, like, oh, I want to create my own one. I want to learn how to sew, how to create my own clothing from my own hands, because it's such an accomplishment. And I've had a sewing machine for about 4 years now, and it's never come out of the box. So I have fabric actually, and I have a dress that I want to create, but I haven't had the time to get round to it. So now that I'm in quarantine, I'm going to be learning how to sew, and you can too, because if you look on YouTube, there are wealths of sewing tutorials, starting from how to thread a sewing machine, how to do certain stitches, how to use the templates, how to cut the material out. There's so many different videos on different aspects of sewing that it is so simple and so easy at your fingertips to learn how to sew, and in the long run it can be of great help. I mean, hospitals and things are looking for masks. You can create a mask, learn how to sew, create some masks. It's giving and giving and giving, you know, and it's learning and developing, and it's a great skill to have, really. So that's a great one, and I think it's well worth looking into. Okay, number 4. Number 4, simple again, this is something I love to do: read books. If there's probably thousands of books around your house that you haven't read, that you've just bought and that you mean to read and you haven't got around to it. I mean, right now my camera's propped up on 3 books that I haven't read. So there's books everywhere. I mean, I've got books coming out of my ears over here that I haven't read because I haven't had time to, but now we have all the time in the world, you know. This is going to go on for however long, we don't know how long it's going to go on for, and go and read a book. There's thousands of millions of books around, and there's no doubt you have loads in your home that you have not read, but I know I do. I buy so many books, I'm a bookaholic, but I haven't actually read them because I don't have time. Now I have time, I'm going to start reading more books because I love books, and it's a great thing to do, and it keeps you busy for ages and gets your eyes off of computer screens as well, because that's really bad for you. So once in a while it's good to read a book. So that's number 4. Number 5. Everybody wants to learn new things, and I think after this a lot of people are going to want to go on holiday. And you know what a great thing is when you go on holiday? Learning how to speak the native language. Learning languages is something that takes time and patience, and we have tons of time. So there are quite a few websites that you can do it on. So I've got a list here. Duolingo, they do completely free languages to learn. I think you can get it as an app, I'm not too sure. And there's one called Open Culture. I will put links down to all of these things down below, so don't worry about it, they'll all be down there. Yeah, so you can learn, I think it's like up to 46 languages. There's so many languages there that you can learn, and for free you can't really argue. And so I'm quite excited. I want to go to Norway, Sweden and Finland after all of this is over. It's places I've wanted to go for ages, so it'd be really nice to maybe learn a bit of the languages. So yeah, why not learn a new language? So that's number 5. Number 6. Number 6 is easy. Work out. There are so many workout videos on YouTube. I'm not even kidding. There are thousands, millions. You can find thousands of videos on just one part of the body to work out. There are just so many there that you can do. There are some for beginners, there are some for intermediate, harder. You can do yoga, you can do kids workouts. There are so many. I'll probably see here, I've looked through YouTube for some. So again, you can look through and find some. There's so many to do. You don't even need any equipment for half of them, so you can just do it on your living room floor, on your bedroom floor, and it's always good to keep fit in a time like this. So I think that'd be really helpful. I know I do little workouts. I have some cheap equipment actually that I got from Argos, which didn't cost me too much. I think it cost me about £20 for some medicine balls and for kettlebells. So I just do that each day, and it gets me nice and fit. And I always follow these YouTube tutorials because they show you how to work out properly, how to warm up, how to warm down, and yeah. So number 6, workout. Number 7. Number 7, I currently study with the Open University, and they do a huge amount of free courses online that you can sign up and learn. They do all sorts of things on loads of different topics. Let's have a look here. So they have health, sport and psychology, education and development, history and the arts, languages, money and business, nature, environment, science, maths and technology, and society, politics and law. So there's loads of courses underneath those subtitles. So for example, under history and arts, you can learn about approaching plays, poetry, prose fiction, art and life in ancient Egypt, art and the Mexican Revolution, art in Renaissance Venice, artists and authorships, business of films, Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus, Delacroix. They've got so many courses and they're all free. Every single one of them is free for you to learn online, and especially since schools are closed, this is a great idea. You can get your children learning these, you can get yourself learning these. There are so many out there and I think it's well worth taking a look, so I'll leave a link for that down below. Please do check that out. That was number 7, I believe. I think it's 7. Okay, number 8. Number 8, organise your room or deep clean. This one sounds a bit trivial and everyone's like, oh, I probably deep clean my whole house like a trillion times. Yes, it's very, very important to do so, because everything you touch other things, that touch other things, and germs can live on these surfaces for hours, sometimes days on end. So it's important to deep clean, but also we're going to be living in our homes for a long time and you're going to get bored of looking at the same environment day in, day out. So why not reorganise your room? Maybe find stuff to donate when all of this is over if you don't need it. Because you might be sitting there thinking, why have I got all of this stuff and I never ever use it? Donate it to someone who needs it. Obviously not right now, but after everything is over and done with, then you can help someone out, give to charity, you know. And I think you feel a lot better feng shui if you have a cleaner, more organised room to live in and sleep in, and if your house is tidy house, tidy mind, as they say. So that is number 8. Number 9. Running out of fingers. Number 9 is learn makeup. We have so many beauty gurus and people on YouTube who can teach you how to do makeup. I was taught how to do this from watching videos on YouTube. There's thousands of them. I don't need to say much about it. Give yourself a makeover. Make yourself feel better. Even if you're not going anywhere, put some makeup on. You don't have to, you know. Everyone looks beautiful without makeup or with makeup, but it's a cool skill to learn, and I think it'll be worth it. So, number 9. Number 10. Number 10, learn to write. I am a English literature student, so I do creative writing and I write about books that I read. And currently there are quite a lot of short story / poetry competitions going on in the UK. I think they're still taking entries, I'm not too sure. But there are so many around and you can get your children involved, children can enter, sometimes adults can enter them. And I think it'd be a cool way to pass the time by learning how to write stories, whether you think you're good, whether you think you're bad, whether you think you're an absolute amazing writer. Why not get involved, try your hand at writing, and you know, never know, you could enter into a competition and win something. So, you know, win-win. And it's always good to learn how to write as well, get your thoughts out there. Number 10. Okay, so I've run out of fingers now. But number 11. Okay, so number 11. Family and friends, maybe you may not be able to see them right now, you may not be able to hug them and go around and see them. Like me, I have a huge family and I can't see any of them right now because I'm quarantining. So number 11, Skype. We've got so much technology at our fingertips right now. So even if you can't see anybody in person, give them a video call, have a group chat video call, like a conference, you know? Catch up with family, see how they're doing. It may help someone who's feeling very lonely, very vulnerable, like the elderly. and it'd be nice just to have some, you know, some contact with people that you love, and it's always a great idea. So yeah, number 11, Skype. Number 12. So I am currently studying my GCSE maths for the 4th time? I think it's the 4th time. I'm not very good at numbers, but currently college is closed, so we have to find other ways of doing our maths. So my maths tutor has a really cool website that she set up called littlemissmaths.co.uk. I'll put a link down below and I'll show you on screen now what the page looks like. She has everything there that you need for GCSE maths, everything that you need to learn, so covers every sort of topic, and you can do practice questions, I believe, I'm not too sure. Yeah, so if you've got children or you yourself are doing GCSE maths and you need a little bit of help to try and get through, and I don't know if you're doing mock exams at home or anything like that, but if you need some ideas on what to teach your children, or you need some help with learning some maths, then go over there. There's plenty to do. She's got some amazing questions and stuff on there. She also has Instagram. So yeah, that's really cool. I will link that down below. There is also Corbett Maths, who has 5-day questions for you to do each day to help you learn different topics. He has practice papers, and he covers every topic and has answers as well if you need to check them. So that's always really cool, and it's always great just to learn maths anyway, because maths and English important. So yeah, definitely do that. Was that number 12? Oh, I've lost my track. Number 13. Number 13, I think it's number 13. Do some crafts. There are so many crafts you can do online. I like to create stuff, so I create swords and things from TV shows. Sorry, I keep touching my face. My hands are clean, I'm at home. Yeah, so I like to create props and things from TV shows, so I have stuff still in my home from Hobbycraft. Obviously I'm not endorsing going out and getting craft stuff, but there are ways to make things. You can look up on YouTube again, children's crafts, or there are dedicated websites on how to make things with anything you have around the house, so that will keep your children busy if you need them to be busy or to be arty, and you know, it's just fun. So yeah, number 13. Number 14. Get creative. Have a photo shoot. You're living in your house. There's probably not really great backdrops, but I'm sure you can learn how to do some great photography on your phone. Again, YouTube has loads of videos on how to create great shots with just your camera phone, and I think if you get really creative, you can really create some really nice stuff. So I'm looking forward to doing a couple of little photo shoots around the house, or you know, just looking out my window. There's plenty to see, and yeah, so there's loads to do there. Number 14. And the one you've all been waiting for, well, not really, it's just the last one of them all, just number 15. So number 10, 5, 15. I can count, well hey, get me. So number 15, get around to doing things you've been meaning to do. There are probably hundreds of things around your house that you've been saying, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll do that another day, or I'll sort that out someday. And we all know we never get around to it. So now is the perfect time. We've got months ahead of us. Staying indoors, get that thing done that needs to be done in your house, and you'll probably feel better within yourself doing that as well. And I think you'll feel a lot better if you actually do the things that you've been meaning to do for a while. We've got so much time on our hands right now. There is so much to do. You may be thinking, oh, just sitting in my house all day, boring, day in, day out. There's not. There's hundreds of things to do. You just need to look around and think about things. But I suppose that's why I'm here, to let you know of a couple of things you can do. Maybe that helps, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I hope it does help, and if it does help, please do give a thumbs up, do subscribe, comment down below, and turn the notification bell on so you are notified every time I upload, because this also is something to do. Maybe create your own YouTube channel and give tips to other people, because I find it very interesting. So yeah, that's 15 things to do. I will have a link down below for all of the things that I have spoken about and said I would give links for, so you can just go and have a look down there. Excuse me. And I hope you have a really great day, week, month, year. I know it's not the best of times and everybody's worried and there's a lot going on in the world, but we can still have time for smiles, laughter and things to do. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!